Hey everybody, this is Doug with Hissy Fit Reptiles. Today I'm doing a collection update video for you guys so you can see how things are progressing and see how some of the stuff's going with the breeding season and everything. With everything set up in the new rack, I have three columns set up for each male. There's 3 males that I have right now that'll be breeding this year or that are already breeding. I have the Killer Blast, the Pastel Clown, and then eventually the Pastel Mystic will be in that bin. He's still in the hatchling rack right now though, so we'll get to him later and show you kind of what he is doing. But the Killer Blast, I have him set up so basically everybody in his column is for him. The Albino, the Black Pastel, the Fire, and the 2 normals. For the Pastel Clown, he's breeding the Bumblebee, the Butter, the Honeybee, the Pastel Het Clown, and the WOMA. And for the Pastel Mystic, he'll be breeding the Mojave and the Pied. The Ivory and the Sugar aren't ready to breed this season. They'll be breeding next season, hopefully. And they're just there because it's made the most sense to put them in those 2 tubs compared to putting them somewhere else or anything. So without further ado, we'll get into some of the snakes. Start from the top and kind of go down each row, I guess. The Killer Blast isn't in his bin right now. He's in the Black Pastel's bin, so when we get there, kind of cover him and everything. But here's the big albino girl. She's about 2,500 grams. She's really awesome, but I haven't seen the Killer Blast locked up with her at all. So I'm not sure if they've locked up at all. Maybe when I haven't seen her something. But she has gone off feed now for the last 3 weeks or so. So hoping that's a good sign. She's got some nice size to her. I haven't felt any follicles in her either though, so. Now with the Black Pastel, and again I have the Killer Blast male in with her. She hasn't been eating much lately neither, so hopefully that's a good sign. I have felt some follicles in her, at least I believe I felt some follicles in her, about like 5 or 6 of them. So I keep my fingers crossed. I haven't seen these 2 locked up at all. Right there, actually, I have the Pastel Clown's shedding in there with her and him. So I basically put that in with whatever bin the Killer Blast is in because he's been a kind of a problem, or a stubborn breeder, I should say. But he has locked up with my Fire once and one of my normals twice. But that is it. He hasn't locked up with any of the other girls, and I've had him in with, rotated him pretty decently through everything, but it's a really nice pastel, Black Pastel. Kind of has some stuff on her head there. Again, that's the Killer Blast. Here's my big Fire girl that he locked up with. She just shed a few days ago. So she's looking a lot brighter than she was before, so hopefully that's that glow that they talk about when ball pythons are getting close to ovulating and stuff like that. Really nice Fire girl. Big too, she's about 2,300 grams or so. This is her first year of breeding. Here's a big normal girl. She's about 3,000 grams. Pretty close to it. Just a monster. Last year she had 9 eggs and 7 slugs for Garrick DeMeyer. This is where I got the 2 normals from, is Garrick DeMeyer. He was getting rid of a lot of his normals, making room for some of his nicer morphs and stuff. So I figured I'd breed this girl with the killer blasts and get some nice spinner blasts and bumblebees, lemon blasts, pastels and stuff like that. So pretty nice normal. Here's the normal that Killer Blast locked up with twice already. And last year she had 5 eggs and 5 slugs. So hopefully with those couple locks I saw, hopefully she's gonna produce some eggs for me this year. She's not as big as the other one is, but she's still about 2,700 grams or so. Both of these are still eating pretty strong yet, so not really any signs of slowing down or anything like that. But these, the 2 normals, are still the only ones that are really eating consistently yet. All right, going to the next column here. Look at the Pastel Clown and his girls. Alright, there's the Pastel Clown. Awesome breeder. He's locked up with every female I've put him with so far. So he's actually not locked up or in any of the female subs right now because he already locked up with the Bumblebee this morning. And I went and checked on him in the evening and they were not locked up anymore. So put him back in his bin, give him some rest before I cycle him back through again. Real nice Pastel Clown. Looking to get a lot of Het Clown stuff this year, so hopefully a lot of things pan out for me and the odds gods are with me. Next up is the Bumblebee. Now she's actually in shed right now, so she doesn't look as good as she normally does. She looks really, really dark right now. But when she gets ready to shed, she actually, that white really sticks out. She's kind of got a higher white pattern on her. As you can see, she's blue in the eyes, a lot darker. Normally she's more of a golden yellow color. But Pastel Clown locked up with her this morning, so always a good thing. Hopefully to get some killer bee Het Clowns, Bumblebee Het Clowns out of that. Hopefully she produces some eggs for me again this year. She had an awesome clutch this last year, producing 2 killer blasts and a pastel and a spinner. Here's my butter girl. She locked up quite a bit with the Pastel Clown, so hoping to get some pastel butter Het Clowns. She's been acting the most like she's gonna be ready to produce some eggs here soon, and I haven't felt any follicles in her, but I almost wonder if I wasn't feeling it early enough to feel actually the little bumps. She's always just plump full and she hasn't really been eating and stuff, and she's been laying inverted quite a bit and wrapping her bowl and all that kind of good stuff, and she's just looking great. So she's a good 2,300 grams. Looks almost as good as she did when she was a baby. She's brightened up a lot the last month or so. The Honeybee, she's locked up quite a bit with the Pastel Clown. Hoping to get some Bumblebee double het hypo clowns, or double het orange ghost clowns, whatever you prefer to call them. Pretty nice Honeybee. She's pretty aggressive when it comes to eating. She eats quite a bit. She was actually off feed for about 3 months or sorry, 3 weeks. But then she just took a rat the other day and I fed her, so I thought she was getting kind of close. I thought I felt some follicles in her a couple weeks ago, but I don't know. We'll all see how everything pans out. Last year I thought my butter was going to go. I thought I felt follicles in her and maybe she reabsorbed them. And she was laying inverted all the time and everything else, so I don't know. And I thought I saw her ovulate. It looked like she was huge and never ended up panning out for me, so. Here's the Pastel het clown. Sorry, she gets like dust. She kind of crawls through her aspen bedding and stuff, so. Nice Pastel het clown. Hoping to get some killer clowns from her. Felt 4 or 5 follicles in her when I palpated her. And she's locked up a few times with the pastel clowns, so could also get some pastel clowns out of there and some het clown stuff. And here's the WOMA. She's going to be shedding here very soon. She just she's got out of her blue phase with her eyes and stuff, and she's locked up a couple times with the pastel clown already. So she went last year in end of June or so when she, or no, I'm sorry, end of May is when she laid her eggs last year. So a few more months and stuff. Hopefully she produces some pastel WOMA het clowns for me, so be really nice. Moving over here. Here's my Mojave girl. I'm gonna be putting the Pastel Mystic with her. Hopefully he's already almost 400 grams. So I'll probably put him in here with her soon. He's producing sperm plugs already. I popped him and he does have sperm plugs, so just kind of waiting it out a little bit longer. The Mojave laid her eggs in at the end of July last year, so we'll see. Hoping to get some Pastel Mystic potions from that pairing though. Really nice looking Mojave yet. The pied. I'm going to be breeding my Pastel Mystic to her as well. I wasn't going to originally. I was going to do the killer blasts of the pied, but I found out that my Pastel Mystic is possible het pied. That was the one that we bred with, or produced from the WOMA to the Pastel Mystic when I did the joint project with Kyle from Constrictor King. Well, he later found out that that Pastel Mystic was 100% het for pied, so that means that the Pastel Mystic is possible het pied. So I'm gonna see if I can prove him out by breeding him to the pied here. See if I get any pied animals out of it. Worst case, if he's not het for pied, I can still get Pastel Mystic het pied, which should be pretty cool, and Mystic het pieds and stuff like that. So regardless, not a bad clutch. If I were to get a clutch from that pairing, so. Here's the Ivory girl. Again, she's not ready to go this season, so hopefully she's completely up to size next season. She's about 1,000 grams right now, so it gives her a lot of time to put on some weight. Nice looking Ivory girl. So far, my plan when she is ready to breed is to probably put her with the Killer Blast right away. Then everything will be at least pastel yellow belly. Since this is a super yellow belly and the Killer Blast has got super pastel in it, That means everything would be pastel yellow belly. Then I can get Bumblebellies and Lemon Blast yellow bellies and Spinner Blast yellow bellies. Be a pretty good clutch. But who knows, maybe I'll acquire something else along the way and do a trade or something like that with some of the babies I produce or whatever, and maybe it'll be something completely different. Who knows? Yeah, I'll know how it goes with ball pythons. Here's my sugar girl, who just finally started eating again pretty good. She was off feed for a while, and now she's back on again. She's about 1,100 grams, so she's starting to kind of get back up there. Nice. Nice sugar markings on her. Really want to probably do the killer blast with her when she's ready to breed too. Get pastel sugars and Bumblebee sugars. Some really nice combos and stuff with the sugar gene. Alright. Now for the ones I held back this last season, like I mentioned, here's that Pastel Mystic. It's looking awesome. He's pretty close to 400 grams right now. Eating pretty good. Be awesome if he proved out to be het pied as well, but time will tell. My Killer Blast female. How awesome she looks with her. She's got a really nice yellow coloration to her. Just a white head. Of course, the suit camera is focusing on the water dish, not the head. She came from the Bumblebee. And then finally my pastel pied. My low white pastel pied. So awesome pattern on her. That's why I decided to keep her compared to the lower or the higher white pastel pied. It's mainly because this one is it's like the pattern coloration and stuff on the lower white combo pieds out there. So there you have it, my whole entire collection, including holdbacks and all. And just to let you know, you can check out my website. I'm still kind of revamping it and doing stuff to it. I haven't got much of a chance. I've been kind of doing a lot of job searching and stuff compared to going and doing website stuff. So, but you can definitely check out HissyFitReptiles.com. Hopefully I'll get everything more updated and current on there and work with the new stuff I'm working with on that website. Also check out Facebook. Look for Hissy Fit Reptiles. I have a fan page. Feel free to like the fan page. I'm going to try posting more on that. I also have a personal page labeled out under Hissy Fit Reptiles. And then also Twitter. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. And of course here on YouTube at Hissy Fit Reptiles. That was my collection for middle of March here, March 17th now. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.